Yo guys, what's going on? Lucky Cheese 7 is back again to give you guys another fairy tale discussion video. This time we're going to be talking about the new Black Wizard Faris, who just showed up at the tail end of the most latest chapter of 100 Years Quest.
You serious?
And that is something that's got the entire community, speculating, gears turning, who is this character?
Who are you?
Where did she come from? Is she the same Faris that we've been following since, the beginning of the story? And let me just stress one thing off the bat. This is not the same Faris that we've known from the beginning of 100 Years Quest all the way up to Elentier. Because since Elentier, Faris has not been shown in the series. Ever since the whole Elentier arc ended, essentially dealing with Celine, she hasn't really made much of an appearance. And all of a sudden, you go through, the Great Labyrinth arc, the Gold Owl arc, and all of a sudden she's here. We have a new Black Wizard, Faris. And the reason why I say this is not the same Faris is because in the lore of fairy tale, we have already established that there is Earthland, and there's Edelus, and there's counterparts to it. And the big thing that's got everybody, discussing about this new character is the possible connection she has to Acnologia, because Ignia mentioned in the latest chapter that something about this new Black Wizard feels like Acnologia. And I've seen a lot of speculation, as to who this character could be. Could she be, Acnologia's lover? Or did something else happen in the fight against Ignia back in the Tartarus arc? Because if you remember, Acnologia, ripped, half. More than, a chunk of, Igniel's body. And the one thing Igniel took away from Acnologia was his arm, right? And the arm, just fell off. Which you wouldn't really think means a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. But let me explain. Again, Acnologia was already dealt with by the end of the series. His arm's gone, right? Who is to say that someone with, extreme dark intentions picked it up? Just saying. Who's to say someone did not pick up that arm and took it with them?
That's it. That explains everything.
And that would be so crazy just to think about. It's wow. The end result of that fight did more than what we initially thought. And keep in mind about this. Hero did state that this arc that we're currently in is going to be pretty serious. Earthland Faris, because that's what she is. This Faris that we have right now, just changed the whole board game. For those of you that remember my live stream discussion on Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest Chapter 162, that chapter is the end point of Volume. And I said that's such a great cliffhanger because it's just going to give everyone just time to speculate. And we are going to get answers. Did it come out of left field? Yes, it kind of did. But at the same time, it's the kind of left field that just kind of gets you thinking.
You didn't.
Now, do I believe the theory that, she could be, say, a spouse, a sister, potentially a daughter to Acnologia? I'm curious to know what the explanation is, though. And if you think about it, the original Dragon King Festival, you've had a dragon, you've had a fire wizard, and you've had a black wizard. And if you go back to the original Dragon King Festival, you had Acnologia, the dragon. You had Zareth, the Black Wizard, also Natsu's older brother. And then you have the Fire Wizard being Natsu Dragnia. And think about the dichotomy of all this. It's actually kind of a fascinating situation, because now the roles are somewhat reversed. Natsu's still technically the Fire Wizard that is going to be taking part in this new Dragon King Festival. But as far as the dragon and the Black Wizard goes, that dynamic is shifted now. because the dragon is Ignia, who is Natsu's adoptive brother. And Faris has some lingering connection to Acnologia. Either she is someone who's related to Acnologia, be it a spouse, a child, or even say like a sibling. It could be one of those scenarios too. And then there's scenario number 2, which is Acnologia's arm was just laying around in the field after that fight. Who's to say someone didn't just pick it up and say, yo, that arm could come in handy? Because you never know. Within the fairy tale verse, there are some cats out there that'll pull some kind of like, maybe I can make use of that. We're going to get some answers in the next chapter, but I think we're also going to get some things where we're kind of left up in the air about. And that's going to be very intentional on Hiro's part. Both Hiro and Ueda's part. Like, he's been spot on. Amazing. He's putting in the work that Hiro usually puts in when it comes to original fairy tale manga. And I look forward to seeing what Hiro Mashima's one-shot's going to be, because I do hear that's going to be a in-between story that happens after the end of the original manga, but just before 100 Years Quest. And what that's going to be, I mean, that's coming out Tuesday. So, definitely expect a stream on that. And that's all I just gotta say, you guys. So, let me know what you guys think about this. Who do y'all think the Black Wizard Faris is? Where has she been all this time? What do you think her connections to Acnologia are? And aside from that, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm LuckyG7. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more fairy tale content, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.